So, let's start. Number 9. The dripping faucet. The slow torture of plumbing. It's 2:13 a.m. You're lying in bed trying to sleep, silence, peace, and then drip. A pause, a drip. Your eye twitches, you try to ignore it. But now all you can hear is that one drop of water slapping the sink like it's mocking you. It's not just annoying, it's personal. Dripping taps are like waterboarding for your patience. The unpredictability of the rhythm is what makes it maddening. You think you've adapted, and then it drips twice in quick succession just to shatter your false sense of control. Your brain, which loves patterns, goes into overdrive trying to solve the unsolvable beat. It becomes the world's least relaxing ASMR track. To make it worse, most of us won't even get up to fix it. No, we just lay there and fantasize about launching the entire sink into the sun. That tiny plink in the middle of the night, that's the soundtrack to your unraveling. And of course, when you finally do get up to turn the tap tighter, it stops, mockingly silent, until you get back in bed. Number 8. People chewing. A personal attack on your sanity. It's lunch break. You're sitting next to a coworker who's harmless until the sandwich comes out. Then suddenly it's like sitting next to a cow chewing celery in surround sound. The smacking, the squelching, the saliva symphony. There's actually a name for this auditory nightmare. Misophonia, the intense emotional reaction to specific sounds, especially chewing. If you've ever wanted to leap across the table at someone because they're gnawing popcorn like it's gravel, congratulations, you may have it. Strangers slurping soup might be annoying, but your sibling doing it? That's a betrayal. Your brain files it under reasons to move to a forest and never speak to anyone again. And there's no escaping it. Planes, movie theaters, your own living room, it follows you. All you can do is pray they swallow quickly or start carrying emergency noise-canceling headphones, or just play a game in your head called, "What object on this table can I use to make it stop?" Number 7. Footsteps from the apartment above. The ghost of clumsy giants. You live in an apartment building. It's quiet. And then thud, thump, thump. Are they rearranging furniture again? Is your upstairs neighbor hosting Zumba for elephants? It's a mystery why upstairs neighbors always sound like they're stomping around in medieval armor. Every footstep is an earthquake for your ceiling. You've never seen these people, but you've imagined them. 7 feet tall, steel boots, zero regard for gravity. The worst part is that it's never consistent. You'll go an entire week in blissful silence. Then at 1:47 a.m. on a Tuesday, it starts. The pacing, the dropping of mystery objects, the unexplained rolling noises. Your brain can't rest because it's always waiting for the next boom, and heaven help you if they have a toddler. Toddlers are cute until they become floor gremlins doing parkour while you're trying to read. At that point, you're not living under a family, you're under a stampede. Number 6. Pens clicking. The background music of madness. You're in a meeting, it's quiet. You're trying to focus, and someone, usually the most anxious person in the room, starts clicking their pen over and over, like their fingers are possessed. You try to stay calm. You tell yourself it's nothing. But with every click, your blood pressure spikes. It's not just a sound, it's an interruption, a jolt. And it never stops at one. It's always an endless loop, like someone is testing your psychological threshold. This sound is particularly evil because it's socially protected. You can't yell at someone in a boardroom for clicking a pen without looking unhinged, but on the inside, you're counting down the clicks until you become the subject of a workplace wellness email. Some people even do it without thinking. They click, pause, click, 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 click. The rhythm is chaotic. There's no end game. Just click until the soul leaves your body. Number 5. Car alarms, the cry wolf of the modern world. Car alarms were invented to protect our vehicles, but somewhere along the way they became the urban version of a baby screaming in the night, loud, constant, and completely ignored. These days, a car alarm goes off and nobody even blinks. You assume it's either a mistake or someone bumped into the car with a shopping cart. Meanwhile, it blares like a dying robot for 10 straight minutes, echoing off buildings like a techno banshee. At night, it's even worse. That sudden whoop whoop jerks you out of sleep like an action movie jump scare, and then it just keeps going and going until either the battery dies or someone with a bat handles it, and you're left wide awake questioning your neighbor's sanity. Ironically, car alarms are less effective because they're too noisy. Everyone assumes it's a false alarm, so instead of protecting your car, it just makes everyone hate your car. Mission failed. Congratulations, your car is now the enemy. Number 4. Soup slurping sounds. We get it. The ramen's hot. The tea's strong. But must it be inhaled like a reverse jet engine? Slurping is one of those sounds that punches your eardrum right in its peace-loving soul. It's not just a noise, it's a statement. A declaration that says, I've given up on being subtle. And once you notice it, it's all you hear. The slurp cuts through conversations, overpowers music, and haunts your dreams. In some cultures, slurping is a compliment to the chef, but in your kitchen, it's the audio equivalent of someone scratching your brain with a fork. You try to ignore it, but it pulls at your focus like a mosquito in Dolby surround sound. Add a little chewing to that slurp, and you've got a full-on dinner horror show. Your options are to finish eating first, run away, or just go full earplug mode until dessert. But dessert also slurps, so good luck. Number 3. Phone keypad beeps in public. The symphony of text rage. You're on the bus or in line at the bank. Suddenly someone pulls out their phone. Beep, 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 beep. They're texting. With the keypad sounds on at full volume. Why does this still exist? It's like someone took Morse code and decided to make it annoying. Every tap sends a shrill chirp into the air like a baby bird screaming for attention, and somehow they're the world's slowest texter. You hear every individual character, every single one. There's no rhythm, no urgency, just endless beeps for what turns out to be a one-word reply. If you've ever fantasized about grabbing a stranger's phone and yeeting it into the nearest pond, you're not alone. These beeps don't just interrupt, they make everything feel like an urgent crisis. Even if the person's just typing LOL, there should be a special setting for this, a public shame mode that mutes the beeps and displays a banner that says, yes, I care about other humans. Number 2, buzzing electronics, the hum of doom. There's a light bulb in your office, or maybe it's the fridge or a charger. Somewhere something is emitting a high-pitched hum that only dogs and annoyed adults can hear, and once you notice it, you can't unnotice it. Buzzing electronics are the ninjas of auditory torture. They sneak into your environment, blend in with the white noise, and slowly fray your nerves. You try to find the source. You unplug things. You stare at the ceiling like it's mocking you. This sound doesn't just bother you, it exhausts you. It's like your brain is spending 10% of its energy trying to filter it out at all times. Over days or weeks, that adds up. You're not just tired, you're haunted by outlet demons tired. Bonus points if it's coming from an old TV that hums even when it's off. That's not just annoying, that's suspicious. At that point, you're not dealing with electronics, you're dealing with ghosts. Number 1, multiple conversations at once, brain buffering. You're at a family dinner or a busy restaurant. 3 conversations are happening at the same time. One is about politics, another about someone's weird rash, and one guy is laughing at a joke you didn't hear. Your brain tries to focus, but it's like juggling spaghetti. You catch a sentence fragment here, a random laugh there, and by the end, you feel like you've had a full mental workout. You weren't part of any conversation, you were just background buffering. This kind of sound overload fries your attention span. You feel tired, overstimulated, and weirdly annoyed at everyone. Even the people just quietly sipping drinks become part of the noise soup. And the worst, someone asks you a question mid-chaos and you haven't heard a word. You nod and smile, pretending to understand, while your inner monologue screams, "What did they say about a raccoon in the garage?" Eventually, your brain just gives up and starts playing elevator music until the madness ends. Thank you for watching and sticking till the end. We've got plenty more videos coming in the future. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss them. See you in the next one.